I'm live. I'm live. What's good, family? What's good? Chief Drano here, and I'm live again. I uploaded a video yesterday, last night, about identity and why it is important to know your identity. You know, a lot of African Americans face identity issues, but it's normal. It's normal. Everyone goes through identity issues until the day you discover yourself. So it's all about knowing yourself. Okay, know thyself. Because in life, you don't know where you're going if you don't know yourself. You know, I see one person online with me. Welcome to the channel. I'm Chief Drano. And today's topic is about, Kanye West going to Africa, what it really means, and also YouTube crashing. Say, what's up? What's up, Lim? What's up, brother? Well, I didn't get your question. How do I go back? Okay, let's see. I want to have a look at it. Why does YouTube shut down? Why is that? I don't even know. I don't understand why. I just turned on YouTube. You know, I was watching O'Shea, and then all of a sudden it just shut itself down. Yeah, I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm well. I'm strong. It is what it is. But whenever I'm on YouTube, you know what it's about. It's about Africa, right? The title says YouTube shuts it down. Yeah, YouTube shut down, but it's back on. It's back on in most countries. Here in Australia, YouTube is back on. It only shut down for about half an hour here, and Phil just Roscoe. Okay, I see. Yeah. I'm able to come back on YouTube, so obviously YouTube is back. I don't know what the implication is for YouTube shutting down, but in 2018, you not having YouTube is like you not having petrol in your car, right? Yeah. So I mean, who watch TV these days? Nobody watches TV these days. I mean, if I watch TV, I'll probably go rent a movie or something, watch a DVD. But I'm not gonna watch TV for any type of entertainment. All my entertainment, all my information, everything I receive in terms of information, I get it from YouTube. It's good he's going home tracing his roots. Yeah, exactly, Lynn. This is what it is. It's what I talked about yesterday. It's identity. When you discover your identity, no one can take it away from you. You see the world in a different light. Identity is everything. With somebody like me, I wouldn't say that, man. I would say I'll keep it clean. Okay. My channel is to educate. All right. My channel is to educate young entrepreneurs. Aspiring businessmen, future leaders of Africa. The revolution will not be televised. This is the revolution we take in. We're not gonna be casting out to be belligerent. We're gonna show love, but at the same time we're gonna push our way. We're gonna push our way forward. To gain our supremacy, African supremacy. Not in the sense where Africa would want to dominate. Africa has never been in a position to dominate the whole world. Okay, when you study the history of Africa, we only wanted to control our own thing. We just want to control our own homeland. all right, from Egypt to the Zulus down south. We just wanted to control our own stuff. We don't want anybody else's stuff. You know what it is. So coming back to identity, you need to discover yourself. If you don't know yourself, you get lost, especially in this system where the world has become a very, very small place. Within hours, you can travel from Africa to Europe or the Americas or Australia or Asia, and within a couple of years, you get lost. Kanye made a bad decision. Why? It is great. I can't marry with sex tape all over a groupie. Yeah, I know what you mean. In Africa, right, that is a taboo. All right, I had the privilege to live in Africa, to a good age where I could speak at least four languages fluently, 4 African languages fluently, and I lived in a very multicultural society where we learn Arabic, we learn all the traditional customs, initiation rites, how people should comport themselves, and I know the African way and how our people are. And I see why our people are so hurt when it comes to Kanye and Kim. Because Africans don't do that. It's a shame. In Africa, right? In Africa, if Kim were to be in Africa, she'll be stoned to death. You know what I mean? If it's in a progressive society, right? She might not be stoned to death, but she will be shamed. She'll be shamed to the point where she would disappear. She can't live in that society. So, the African culture puts everyone in check. It's all in Africa. It's all about righteousness. We are a righteous people. We don't do that. Even if we do such things, in our subconscious mind, we know it's really, really wrong. We shouldn't be doing that. You see people say, "Man, that shit was fucked up. You shouldn't be doing that." But for Kanye, right? You and I and most people watching me, right, live in a first world country. Yeah, his morals. I wouldn't say it's wrong, right? It's just misplaced. Okay, his morals are misplaced, right? So you and I live in a first world country, right? Everyone has the right to do whatever they want to do. Yeah, Africans are discreet. That's right. Keep your shit in the bedroom. Don't bring it out. We don't want to see it. You don't air your dirty laundry outside. Nobody want to see that BS. Keep it to yourself. But for Kanye, right? Let's talk about Kanye, right? He's a businessman. All right. He is a businessman. Kanye is a businessman, and I, being a businessman, right? I understand Kanye. All right, and anybody else in the shoes of Kanye or anybody like Kanye, right? When it comes to business, okay, there's nothing else that compromises that term, that word. Business is business. Kanye's relationship with Kim is business. Okay, he is seeing an opportunity with a woman that is financially powerful. I mean, there's in Australia, right? Australia, thousands of miles away from America, right? When this woman came to Australia, right, a whole shopping center was shut down just for her. Just for her. Like, I can marry this woman. I can marry her. I don't need to sleep with this woman, right? But just on a paper, I could do that. Because she becomes an ally. And marriage, you need to understand that marriage is a legal affair. Once you sign those papers, right, it's a legal affair. So, and Kanye, I see Kanye as a very, very righteous brother. When it comes to divorce, right, when Kanye wants, when it's gonna be Kim who would want to separate from Kanye, right? And if that happens, right, you know, Kanye's gonna benefit from Kim. But at the same time, I don't wish that for Kanye. I don't wish that for Kim. I don't wish that for anybody. But I see their relationship as a business venture. All right. So it's just a beautiful thing. And now seeing Kim herself using her position of power to influence politics, for her going into the White House to discuss, the release of a female prisoner who was jailed for a non-violent crime, was given life sentence or something for a non-violent crime, right? That she's become a philanthropist. So she's used her something that people see as vile, right? She's used it to do good. She's flipped it. So with black people, we go with emotions first. Everything we do with emotions first before we think. But business people, business-minded people don't do that, right? Very, very smart people don't do that. Emotions don't come in play when it's business. Yeah, he's made the move so long as it benefits him. See, with Kanye, right? With Kanye's a very, very smart brother. I've been listening to his music, since I was a kid, right? From Diamonds, his songs are so catchy. His songs have a deep, deep meaning in them. All right. He coming from a Christian background as well. Being a church, he knows what the reality is. He coming from Chicago, right? He knows what the reality is. Kanye is not stupid. He might be having some mental issues going on, right? But he is not. It's not about loving Trump or not. Okay, it's totally not about loving Trump or not. Okay, Trump is just a season. It's just a season. Okay, his time will pass. Okay, he will leave a legacy, good or bad, right? But we take the good. Okay, because Trump's position of power right now, right? His people think it as look at it as idiocracy, right? But look, North Korea is joining hands with South Korea because of Trump. We never thought that would happen, right? Trump was able to tell Africa that Africa was a shithole. When we know that Africa is not a shithole, but because it's so rich and pompous, right? He could say that. And Africans are very, very proud people. Hey, how dare you call us shithole? But then it causes Africans to look deep within themselves. Why does this guy call us a shithole? So he couldn't even go to Africa himself. He sends his wife, right? He sends his wife to go down there. So, I mean, it is what it is. When it comes to business, okay, there's no emotions in play. Completely no emotions in play. I see everyone is just gone. Has YouTube crashed again? I hope not. But coming back to Kanye, right? I know I'm all over the place. I'm a Gemini, so you should understand. I'm a bit like Kanye, right? I am all over the place myself. But coming back to Kanye, all right? I see Kanye as a businessman. Okay, all he sees is business opportunities. Okay, he's put himself in the spotlight. Okay, where a lot of people, especially black people, dare not go. But Kanye is so brave to put himself in that position. And this is what it is. This is the reality. Okay, there are people who have been in music industry making millions of dollars. Okay, have so much power, so much influence in terms of finances. They have never thought that I would build a factory in a black community, or approach the president, be friends with the president, talk about economic terms, how to benefit the society, how to benefit the economy. I have never seen anybody else do that apart from Kanye West. Even if people have tried it, all right, it's not loud enough. It's not as loud as Kanye West, you know. So he's seen a very great business opportunity, okay, by getting with Kim. Okay, and together, right? Together, this man respects his wife. Okay, he's put out videos, you know, condemning people who disrespect his wife. Okay, whether his wife was a prostitute before or he was a hoe of the town. Okay, that's not your business. That is not our business. That is not my business. At the end of the day, all right, that woman is not sleeping in my bed, so I don't give a, you know, I don't give a crap. I don't care. It's his wife. All right, it is wife. At the end of the day, I'll look at the economics myself. Okay, Kanye saw that maybe I'm not going to speak for him, but he's looking at the economic opportunities, you know, marrying Kim. That's for sure. You know, and for him having children with Kim, obviously he loves his woman. You know, and in Africa there's a saying that if you love me, you love my dog. So if you can't love your children and discard the mother of the children, you cannot do that. So one way or the other, I see love between this union. All right. So Kanye in Africa, this man, everyone wants to go to Africa and take from Africa. Take. Insatiable people. You know, they want to take. Don't want to give back. But Kanye, immediately he goes into Africa. He initially went there to make his music. You know, he was saying that the vibe of him going to Chicago wanted to take him into Africa. And it did take him into Africa. And he's feeling the spirit of the ancestors and everything, the positive energy in Africa, right? And he's doing all that. Okay. So he's got his melanin popping, like you guys say, right? And when you visit Africa, right, there's something about that place that changes you. There's something about that place that makes you rethink, refocus. You know, it adjusts your life, you know, put your life back in proper perspective, you know. So Kanye has gone to Africa, met with the Ugandan president, Yoweri, you know, Museveni or whatever his name is. You know, Kanye described him as a Trump supporter. You know, I don't think he supports his ideas, but I think he supports Trump because he's a businessman and how he rose to power by being very, very strong-willed. I'll give him that. Right. But Kanye West saw a business opportunity, okay, and he took it. While he was in Africa, okay, he went promoting his shoes. Okay. Now in Africa, I've never owned a Yeezy. I've never owned a Yeezy, but I know people in Africa would be, you know, getting Yeezys because Kanye has been in Africa. All right, so Kanye has expanded his market to Africa, right? The next thing, Kanye, I remember Kanye, when Kanye was talking with Donald Trump in the Oval Office, right? He was talking about bringing the industries back to America, establishing industries in the black communities in Chicago, right? I'm thinking, Kanye is now in Africa, right? What is this guy thinking now? Because damn right, you would make a fortune to bring your factory to Africa, right? You would make a lot of profit, okay, having your factory in Africa instead of China. One, it's going to benefit Africans economically. It's going to provide them jobs, good paying jobs. There's going to be a lot of pride in that because it's a black business operating in Africa, right? So there's a lot of pride. There's going to be a lot of pride attached to that. Okay, it becomes a business for us by us as black people. So this is what I pride in: group economics. Okay, the economic empowerment of Africans. And Kanye has raised the bar. He's taken the first step to do this. You know, when you have people like Jay-Z, you know, Russell Simmons, you know, 50 Cent, all these people, multimillionaires, sitting down in America doing nothing with their money, buying Lamborghinis. You know, a Lamborghini can build an estate in Africa and house a lot of people. What are you doing driving a Lamborghini? So it's a joke. It looks good, but how many times will you drive that thing? How many times will you drive it? You know, so I mean, Kanye in Africa is great. He's talking about, you know, business. It's all about business. He's there to promote his music initially, but when it got there, the spirit hit him. The spirit of the ancestors hit him. You know, he began talking about so many things. So he's talking about building a theme park. He thinks that, you know, Uganda would be a perfect thing for a Jurassic Park. You know, Africa is so beautiful. You could go to Africa, and when you realize what it is to be an African, right? You know, the ideas are limitless. The opportunities are limitless. You can do anything you want to do. So I mean, he donated his shoes to kids. He participated in the dancing and, you know, music. You know, he went there and raised the spirit of people. Everyone knows that Kanye is very controversial, but this should make you think differently about Kanye. The things are not the way they seem to be. Okay, not until you hear it from the horse's own mouth. Don't speculate. It would be fair for you to speculate on the positive, okay, not the negative. So I've made it my personal interest, really, you know, to look at the positive side of people, because I'm very business minded. I'm looking for opportunities always. Everything I do, I'm looking for opportunities. How to improve myself, how to improve the lives of other people. So I see Kanye going to Uganda as a very, very, very positive thing. This should set the precedence for a lot of African Americans, to especially African Americans with wealth, to go into Africa and try to emulate Kanye West. You know, I'm waiting for Jay-Z with all his money. I'm waiting for Jay-Z to establish a business in Africa, you know, and employ Africans. You know, Akon has already started something like that. I haven't seen any American rapper supporting Akon with his solar electricity initiative. I haven't seen any. You know, I haven't. You know, we're here, we support the music, we make them, you know, live a comfortable life, but what are they giving back? What are they giving back? You know, to hear that much is given, much is expected. Much is expected. You know, so I respect Kanye. You know, I salute the brother for what he's doing. Everyone thinks that he's crazy. You can think whatever you want, but this guy is picking moves that nobody calling him crazy has ever done or has ever thought of doing. All those Don Lemons and whoever criticizing him, calling him stupid, calling him dumb, calling him house Negro. God damn it. Have you gone to Africa? Have you ever been in Africa, bro? Have you ever been in Africa? Have you walked in the slums in Africa? Do you relate to the people? Do you know their struggle? Have you thought of how they eat? Have you thought of how to improve their livelihood? Have you thought of how to uplift Africans and elevate them from poverty. Have you thought of that? No, you haven't. But you want to criticize another brother who is doing something positive for his fellow black brother and sister. I look through the internet. I haven't seen any of these people talking. Okay, but they were so quick. They were so quick to label Kanye when he was in the Oval Office. Okay, they called him all sort of names, all sort of coon, all sort of N words. Right. But this guy is picking business moves in Africa. Right. I wonder what's going through his mind. You should know that musicians are very, very creative people. They're very, very creative people. So, I mean, forget about Kanye as a person. Forget about his personal life, because that doesn't mean shit to you. Kanye's personal life doesn't mean anything to you. Okay, he's got the right to do whatever he wants to do. But the question is, are you doing something to benefit your people? Are you doing something to benefit your people? If you're not, please sit your ass down. Please sit your ass down, because Kanye is doing that, and that is what I look at. All right, that is what I look at. And for someone like me, someone that is trying to promote economic empowerment, I am for everything and everyone who wants to empower Africans economically. All right, nobody's going to do it for us unless we do it for ourselves or by ourselves. Nobody's going to come to our aid. Nobody's going to come rescue us. Okay. Right now, we should treat we shouldn't treat everyone else as enemies, but you know, we should love ourselves more. We should appreciate ourselves more in the struggle, because nobody is going to dig us out of this hole except ourselves. If someone should lie to you that they're going to come rescue Africans, all right, that's a lie. It's only solely because they probably want something in return. Nobody's going to do it for free. Nobody non-black is going to do it for free, or is going to do it from the bottom of their heart. So, I mean, I had about 4 or 5 people watching. Everyone just disappeared. I'm just wondering if YouTube is crashed again. But yeah, I mean, it's 2018, almost 2019, right? We need the internet. Okay, this is how we connect. This is a revolution, right? This is how ideas are shared. This is how ideas are transferred across the globe. You know, and we need it back. All right, we need it back. So yeah, my video is going to almost 30 minutes. But in conclusion, right? You know, I've gone in circles, hoping people will come back online. But no. But if you're watching this again, right? You know, Kanye going to Africa, I see it as a very, very positive thing. You know, I always look at the positive side of every story. How it benefits me, how it benefits everybody else. That's what I look at. And Kanye is there to promote his music. His new album called Yandi. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but it's pretty weird. We all know, everyone knows Kanye is a bit egocentric, but you know, this man, I respect him. All right. Anybody in a marriage, anybody in a relationship needs to be respected, because relationships are not easy to be in. All right. Relationships, marriages especially, are not easy to be in. Having 2 kids in a successful marriage, all right, it's a very, very positive thing. Okay. I don't care about what kind of woman he's married to. I don't care. I don't care what he does in his bedroom. I don't care. All right. As long as he's not hurting me, I don't give a crap. All right. Kanye, do you. But at the same time, keep up the good work in helping your brothers and your sisters. uplifting your people out of poverty. The economic slavery. That's the new slavery. Because if you don't have money to do anything, it's just like you are in chains. You're in bondage. Because financial freedom is what everyone needs. Financial freedom is what everyone needs. So I applaud Kanye for going to Africa. Putting Africa on the map again. It makes everyone else, rethink and reanalyze their lives and say, God damn, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my money? I'm just sitting down in my couch, watching TV all day, talking shit, talking crap about people. This is the new era where change is, change becomes revolution, and we thank God for YouTube, right, where we can express ourselves and reach out. Right. So other news, things have been really exposed in Africa. Dr. Mumbi was talking about the UN truck that overturned in Congo. The situation in Congo, I just can't wrap my brain around that, because all the OAU can come together and bring peace in Congo, but they're not doing it. The United Nations can come and bring peace in Congo, but they're not doing it. America alone, with its military might, can go into Congo and shut things down. All right, but they'd rather send billions of dollars to Israel. Billions of dollars to Israel. Why is that? Why is that when all these people are not benefiting from the war in Congo? This should tell you that this is what's happening to Africa, right? Africa is still being controlled. Okay, Africans are still being enslaved economically. So the only way we can be free of this type of slavery is to empower ourselves economically. All right, so we empower ourselves economically, we can get out of this mess so easily. And building your economics is not easy. It's not easy as an individual. It's not easy at all. All right. It takes group, collective, economics to achieve financial freedom. You need to work hard. It takes a lot of hard work. The height by which great men reached and kept were not attained by sight and flight, but they, while their companions slept, they were toiling throughout the night. Right? This is what it is. You need to work 24/7. No sleep. There's more sleep after death. Okay? This is how successful people think. Successful people don't sleep until they see the fruit of their labor. So growing up, there was this very, very affluent man living next to my house or my family, and I always saw him it's like every month he had a new car, like the latest car. Okay, and I asked him, how does he do it? How did he do it? Why is he so rich? And he told me that it's hard work. Okay, it's hard work, and you need very good circle of friends. Okay, hard work and good friendship. That's what it takes to be a successful business person. So you can never do it alone. We need allies. We need friends. So let us not alienate ourselves from everybody else. Let us welcome people that want to help us. Okay, people that we can trust. All right, let us put them to the test, the litmus test. Okay, so they prove themselves worthy of our trust. Then we can do business. And yeah, so it is what it is. I don't know if anyone else is gonna come on, but I think I've spoken enough. You know, yeah, we really need the internet. We really need the internet. So yeah, I hope they don't shut this down on us. All right, but YouTube, I read a few articles, and YouTube haven't said much at all. They haven't explained why it went down. They haven't explained it. So we're still waiting. We're still waiting for an announcement. We're still waiting for a news press release. Why YouTube shut down? Is it a global conspiracy? Is it a hacking issue? Are we all under threat of breach of privacy? Are we all being spied on? So is it Russian bots, or whatever they call it? Is it all that? Is it the government? We don't know. I don't know. All right, I don't know. And I've got nothing to fear. All right, I've got nothing to fear. All right, so I don't think you should either. You should always take the opportunities as they come. So yeah, if you're watching this video later, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be coming here very often. I'll be bringing my news. I don't really do news much, but just my commentary. Not necessarily commentaries, but I like to educate really, and bring to light things that are not being talked about much, or bring to things, bring to proper perspective of things and affairs, in terms of economics, how a certain news, topic would benefit me economically, how a certain news topic will benefit me economically, or improve my life in one way or the other, but not just for entertainment or amusement. So yeah, on this note, I will sign out. Thanks to all of you that joined the show early on. Lynn, thank you so much.